Why does it take so long to get the doctor's records to evaluate your medical malpractice case? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Jerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law in the state of New York. After you come in, we sit down and have a consultation. I will then need to go ahead and get all of your medical records. And I will need you to sign permission slips. And why is that? Because the doctor will not release your copies of your records unless I have a permission slip from you. And that permission slip has a fancy name. It's known as an authorization. Now, you can always try and do that on your own, and all you do is you sign a piece of paper saying, I give Dr. Jones permission to release my records to my attorney. And that's fine. On the other hand, we do this every day. So what we have you do is we have you sign that permission slip. We then take that permission slip together with a cover letter and we send it off to Dr. Jones. Now, Dr. Jones' secretary gets it and says, hi, we represent Mr. Gonzalez. Could you please send us copies of his records? And now the secretary will then put it on somebody else's desk. At some point they will get to it, find the patient's file, determine how many pages there are to photocopy, go ahead and actually photocopy that, and then send us a bill. They'll say, listen, Mr. Oginski, if you want these records, you have to pay us for copying costs. And they'll send us the demand for the copying costs. We then get that letter. Now we write out a check for that amount. We send it back to them saying, here is the check for the copying costs. And now the doctor's office gets that, and then they send it back to us with all the records. The reason why it takes so long to get these records is because the doctor's office may be backlogged. They may be short-staffed. They may not have anybody dedicated specifically to gathering medical records for an attorney. In fact, most doctors' offices do not. So then they have to allocate somebody in the office, whether it's a file person, whether it's a nurse, or some receptionist, in order to make this happen. And so you may think that you can get those records within a few days. The reality is, between the time that we send out the request for records together with the permission slip and the time that they send us back the demand for payment, and by the time we send it back, next thing you know, weeks and weeks have gone by. Now you'll understand why it's taking so long to get your medical records. So why do I share this information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on into the evaluation process when you come to an attorney's office in New York to evaluate a medical malpractice case. As always, if you have legal questions, what I want you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. I do this every single day and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Jerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's quick video tip. I'm Jerry Oginski coming to you from Las Vegas. Have a wonderful day.